Hello everyone. I seems to be online. I had some issues with configuration. It's always like that. You prepare for days, and just when you try to start, everything breaks. But so let's start. My name is Alex. I'm building a web application. It's called Teach You Easy. It's my first time building something for myself, and I find out that it's a quite interesting process. And just because I'm a solo developer, there are no one to share about some issues that I had, some funny moments, and maybe some interesting moments. That's why I decided to start streaming and then recording shorter videos for people who doesn't have much time to stay on stream. And for me, it's like a challenge because I've never liked cameras, and I don't like speak. It's not like I don't like it, just not always works good for me. But I guess it's something I can learn in the process, and in the future it will help me to talk with my future customers, because I need to be confident. So what we will do today? First, I will go over existing platform, because I already created something in the past, and after review, we'll connect Stripe subscriptions to our platform. So just to make it work, because actually you already can open your browser and just type in teachueasy.com, and you will see it's live. You can test it, you can do whenever you want with it. It's not yet stable, there will be some bugs, issues. So here, for now, we have just two cards, but they actually don't do anything. So if you click, you can't buy any of this subscription, and so on. So our goal for today is to make it fully working feature where you can subscribe, you can see page with all your subscription history, you can cancel it. We make sure that all those limits are correctly calculated on our backend side, and so we will be improvising. So let's go. First, I'll log in. I created a new user just for myself. It's a brand new user. So we have two modes. First, it's teacher mode. Usually when you just logged in, you have onboarding process. I guess I already went through onboarding process, and you can switch to student, but to be honest, because this platform mostly for teachers, I haven't spent a lot of time for student side. It will be second priority, and just because I'm using Claude Code and AI for developing, those people who worked with AI, they know that sometimes we don't know what's going on behind the scene, because we're kind of managers. We say what we want, but AI does what it can, and sometimes it just skips some things, it adds some redundant things, and in the end we don't know what we have in the end. So just because I have main work full-time, I'm doing this project as my side hustle, and just opportunity maybe to go out from my current situation. So anyway, let's go back to teacher. First thing we have, it's a calendar. Slots that are in the past, they grayed out. Green slots, that's something you can plan for the future. You can switch to a different week if you want. Let's say I want to plan lesson. I still don't know. Okay, I don't have students, groups. We didn't create any lessons. We can just make a slot here that we plan to start lesson. Later we will add more information. Yeah, so we have some configuration here about default meeting provider. We can use Zoom, Google Meet, and manual. It's if you have some other ways, you can just put link to all the events, but I'm using Google Meet. Also, if we created integration with Google Calendar, we can automatically sync it with your Google Calendar. We can basically all this configs is just for us to render this calendar. For now, we don't have ability for students to sign up for teacher's lesson and so on. So for us, individual teacher, it's the main goal. So let's add some test student for now. We can have groups, but let's start from student name. We either can search for existing, or we can just create some test user. Let's call it like this. Okay. What we have in test user? Basically, not much. Yeah. Here we show current balance. It's just mostly for teachers to note, because often students pay in advance. Yeah, like they can pay for a week, they can pay for a month, and let's say some user paid 3,000, and we can say that it's for April. Yeah. And we added. So we don't allow teacher to change this balance to edit, transaction information, but teacher always can add something like, mistake. Yeah, let's say we just put wrong value, and to make it correct, we say 300 was redundant. Yeah, so, and all these transactions, they will be. Oh, why it doesn't work? As I said, a lot of bugs here yet. Yeah, I guess it doesn't allow negative to appear, but yeah, it worked at some moment. Yeah, we will fix that later. So student will see all transactions history, can ask teacher if something is missing. So that's basically our notepad for teacher. Teacher can add some notes, schedule new lesson. So in chats with system, that's basically notifications from our backend to a teacher. If something important happening. I'm still haven't finalized how it should work. It's just some tests. Now about user. So every user or every group will have own chat with teacher. Here, again, right now I'm trying to mix all notifications with personal message and so on, even when lesson starts and you have some communication with this student or the group where the student is part of. I'm showing here everything related to this user, all communication. We will see it later. So lesson, that's actually one of the biggest issue here, because it must be simple and flexible. But before, we need to add some personal. I mean, every teacher has some PDF book, some images with some explanation, or maybe exercises. I have some videos, audios, and so on. So first thing we need to do is just to upload, let's say, everything that teacher has, so he could reuse it in her or his lessons in the future. I created some small asset of things that we can use. So this why library should be nice and comfortable to use, because first we have filters. So teacher can filter by images, by videos they're still uploading, by audios, PDF books. I guess this filter is not used. Also, many teacher uses some external websites, and they have a bunch of useful links, and not to save them some other places, they can just edit here, name somehow beautifully, and reuse this in the future. So, and this one I don't remember what it's for. Okay, good. So we added some assets to work with on the future. If you refresh the page, we will see how much storage we used, how much is left, and detailed information. Now, when we get back to our lesson, we can see all those assets on the left. By the way, we can create folders here, let's say some dictionary things, and again we need to go back, because let's say I want this to be inside a dictionary because it's basically image and what it means. So I can just, I can just move it here like this, but it's only for one. So if I have multiple, I can move it like here. Okay, and I guess it didn't move all, yeah. No, sorry. It's because we have all materials section. Again, UX is not perfect. I'm not a designer, and for now I don't have any budget for a designer, so trying to do my best with the AI, of course. Here in all materials we just show everything, and if you switch to a folder you can see what is inside this folder. And again, with the same filters, you can even have search. You can create nested folders, let's say some vegetables. You can add color to it to make it better. Yeah, and now let's try again. If we select all vegetables and just move it like this. Oh yeah, so it's indeed working. It's just I wasn't using it correct, and so on. Basically, when everything is organized and easy to use, I guess teachers will be happy, and that's my main goal, to make them happy. It's like my future business success depends on it. Yeah. So just here, I'm not sure, like if. Oh, okay. From this UI, we actually also can move it back and forth. I'm just returning it back to global. But anyway, lesson. What itself means lesson? Lesson contains steps. Yeah. Each step, basically, if you click on preview, you can see image preview. If you're not sure if you want to add this, but let's say we want to add this to our lesson, we just click on it, and it appears like a block. Yeah. Then we want to use some PDF, and just because most of PDF books they're quite long, they have like 100 pages and so on, we allow to select, let's say for this lesson, we will have just these pages. Yeah, so when you hover, it shows you preview, and that's what you select. Add 3 pages, or maybe just for this classroom. Yeah, we can click and rename it to classroom work. And after every class, we have some homework. Yeah, we can say, let's watch this trailer, and I don't know, listen to this song. Yeah, in English usually it's not song, it's some podcasts. And the same book, but 3 last pages, it will be a homework. Yeah. Okay, so we can add some dictionary words here. What we have here, let's say pumpkin. Yeah, so we can manually add definition, or it will be taken by some APIs. I thought it would be useful like to auto-generate this, but then I understood that many words can mean different things, and usually it's easier for teachers just to put simple description in context of this lesson, but they can like edit if they want, or keep like this anyway. So we have tomatoes, pumpkin, we have garlic. Cool. What else we have? Oh, yeah, accidentally added it. We have courgette, I guess. So like the most funny thing is that English is not my native language, and that's why you may hear something weird in the way I'm talking, but I'm trying to learn, and that's actually why I got this idea, because I had a lot of lessons with different teachers, and I saw how they work, and I was like, okay, why no one created something for them usefully, something that could make their life easier. So I guess it's enough just to show you idea. And now, when we have this template ready, you can duplicate it and so on. By the way, for lessons, you also have the same folder structure if it's needed. Now, let's go to our lesson, and let's say, okay, we already know who we want to work with. By the way, I guess if you click Enter Classroom, yeah, we will have this classroom lobby where your students can wait here, and you can see basically all people here. And if we forgot to add a lesson or something like this, we can just add it here. So we have only one template for now. We can add student and start lesson. So again, I understand that in calendar we put specific date for it, but still I want full flexibility for teachers, so they can always decide which lesson should be started when, and just if they want, they can cancel it. So here's our classroom again, just to show idea. Yeah, unfortunately, I have some error with maybe uploading. I need to understand what's going on, because some of things are working, some of no. I guess pictures, yeah, something is uploading, pictures are showing them rendering. But anyway, just for show the idea. So our platform still doesn't have a meeting provider. So basically, teacher and students, they create some Google Meet or Zoom, so they could talk in real life. They both open this page, and they can start talking, doing some things here. On the left, you can add some text. Yeah, again, it's a little bit buggy with text, but with other things, I've spent a lot of time to make it work. Yeah, so you could draw, and then when you reduce, so we could store positions correctly. There was whole adventure about how to make it correct. Also, you see when we hover, we see who created it, because like every student and teacher, they have two views on the classroom. Yeah, so as a teacher, I can create annotations, we call them, and every student can see them. But when student on his own side creates any annotation, only that student can see them. So it just so student won't do something funny on the lessons. Yeah. And let's say there is some, yeah, again, small bug. Let's say we're in a group, and teacher gave some exercise. He told to do something for each student individually. Then you can click view screen, and you will see a version of what student sees. Yeah, and student sees your annotations, and when student create annotations, as a teacher, you can check and maybe fix something, or like review it. Yeah, so basically you can switch between different people and see what they are doing and how they are doing, like help them or just say something to them. So it's basically like in Zoom, you can have separate rooms. Yeah, so basically it's separate classroom for each. Yeah, and during the lesson you can add some new words. Yeah, maybe someone asked something or you got it. Yeah, so it will be added just inside this lesson. Then in notes, it's something just for you as a teacher. Yeah, like general note about lesson. If you want to do something like you need, let's say, to do something after the lesson, and you want to do a note now, and note about some student. Let's say if he's doing really well reading today, for example. Yeah, and it will be saved to this user in his profile, and it will be connected to this lesson. Yeah, so when we end lesson, we see like planned duration, actual duration, and for each user, teacher can put hourly rate, and then it will be automatically connected here. Still full flexibility, because teacher can decide what he wants, also edit some notes in the end. So when we do this, again, we see this deduction for this lesson. Yeah, in the chat you can record audio, send messages, and so on. That all we'll review in details after, not after, like while working with it in context of other tasks. So that's basically all on teacher side. Okay, there are still like one more feature which I've tried to make really good, but not sure. So we wanted to make this step as homework, yeah, but it's just name. You can mark as homework. It means that this step will be like shown for students after the lesson, so they need to give you like some homework and so on. So for example, after the lesson, students can go classroom. They will be just alone here. Yeah, and you noticed, yeah, that we change template, and template is different thing, but this lesson became already like a standalone lesson. So again, that's another whole story about technical how it works. I guess I just need to create one more profile for student to show you, but not sure if we need to waste time for that today. So on student side, they have chats with their teachers. They have, if they have few, they can have. So I don't have any teachers yet. They will see dictionary. I want somehow to be grouped by context of lessons, maybe by context of some course or some period of time. We have practice. Again, here I want to have a bunch of exercises where you can practice words, at least words for now. Materials, it's every time when a teacher has some lesson with you, all images, videos, audios from those lessons, they will appear here, like assets that you have access to. So that's basically the same library of teacher, but that is projected to you just to maybe revise something later. Homework, like what you need to do here, and like classroom itself. So good. Now let's go to. Let me just quickly review that. Stream is still working, and there are no issues. So 0 viewers, like perfect. Actually, it's what I expected for the first time, but it'll get better. It'll get more. Good. So now. Let me switch to cursor. So I'm using cursor for my IDE with Claude Code. Basically, I'm just opening a bunch of terminals. Here you can see I already had some progress with integrating those subscriptions. Let's start new terminal. So just to have our local server up and running. Another terminal we need to have Stripe running, Stripe SDK running locally. So it could, you can see this command, it's Stripe listen and forward to, and we put our local endpoint which will handle all events that Stripe will send us. Yeah, it's because it's like a tunnel for Stripe to send events locally, so it's something that we definitely need. So now let's sorry. Yeah, I guess we already don't need our prod. Sorry, I guess it's 3005. Yeah, I will show you local development. Let's make it bigger, maybe even. We'll see. So here I've had like plenty of changes, but again, it's not really important right now. Oh, database connection error. I need to run Docker. So my local database started to work. So I'm using Supabase SDK for having PostgreSQL locally and actually production too. So now we can see that I can log in and it should work. Yeah, so that's also a new user for me locally. You can see this onboarding. Here I already changed some colors, styles, just because what we have currently in production is not user-friendly as for me. Yeah, and now we can see like current plan. So again, something Claude Code generated for my prompt to add subscriptions. You can see view all plans. Okay, it just redirects us back to this pricing page. But the funny thing that it shows login page as if we are not logged in, which is wrong. Yeah. So if we try to say get started with basic, nothing happens. I guess DevTools is not readable at all. Maybe we can make it bigger. I'm curious if I move it to separate window. I guess it will be not comfortable to look. So we'll do then something. Maybe I'll reduce here and we'll do something like this. Yeah. Again, let's see what happens. Actually, nothing happens. We send get request that we want to subscribe to this plan, but get errors that like not error that it's probably not found. So yeah, and the reason why it's because we need to create our product, subscription product here in Stripe. So I have created account, verified it like for production, but just because it's locally, we need to go to test mode. In test mode, we can use not real money as if they were real, and that's really great here on Stripe. So we need first we need to create product here. Let's say we have this basic. Let's call it the same like this, basic. Again, I'm not sure about price. It's just random numbers for now. In the end, we'll think how to make it better. So now we need more pricing options. Here, Claude Code says that we will be using lookup key. So basically we can create many price products, but that's like a unique key which will be used by our backend to find this and connect in Stripe. So let's say add product. Okay, we see it. So let's see what will happen now when I click at start with basic. Okay, so basically what happened, our backend found it and redirected us to Stripe checkout page. It's like one of way to collect money for your subscription is to use page hosted on Stripe site. Like on places where I worked before, it was like products that had some brand, and for them it was important to have Stripe embedded to the page. So on the platform you can see the same form here with cart information and so on inside your domain, so you are not redirected. For our case, I don't see reason to do it now because it gives so much complexity without actual benefit. Later, when we'll have like support for schools, then we'll have to do this, because right now I have only main account, so it's my main account and all products created for me personally, and all payments will be done also for me. But let's imagine we have a school that wants to use our platform, and they want students to pay them via platform, maybe they even want to give salary via platform and so on. So then each school must have their own separate Stripe account, and our account will be connected to them. So we can connect teachers' Stripe accounts to us, and we will have some ability to work with them. Like we can create products on their site via API, charge users and do all other things, but those money still belong to those schools. So for now, let's check how it works. Basically, we just need to make payment. Stripe has a bunch of test cards. You can just Google like Stripe test cards, and it will give you a bunch of not real cards. So this 4242 with random numbers here gives you successful payment without any OTP verification and so on. So when we click pay and subscribe, it says that I can show you both windows like my cursor and browser. So let's say I need to put something here too anyway. So Stripe processed payment. It said everything great, everything working, and it's supposed to send us webhook. Okay, but here we don't see anything new. So the question why? I guess no, actually Stripe is connected, so let's just ask him. So actually we can just hold space I created Stripe product with monthly price and added lookup key for it. When testing, I've paid successfully for subscription, but it was not appeared on our backend, so I don't see any events sent to our local Stripe listener. Can you check why? And usually I put plan mode just as a safety, because in plan mode Claude Code will not do any changes, and sometimes it's hard to control it and control changes that it's made. That's why, because if I kept this accept edits on or maybe auto mode, then it could do just some changes, like it could find some bug and it could decide that we need to fix that bug, and then, but maybe I didn't want to do that. Yeah, so yeah, about Claude Code, again, not sure who will see this video, but we're still waiting, so I will be talking. Claude Code really powerful when it comes to programming. Yeah, and I will show you later what tools I'm using with it. Later when we'll have, basically we can do it in parallel. Just because when you wait for some answers, yeah, or you do some other manual job, it's always nice to have something working in parallel, because it can take 10, 20 minutes, sometimes even 40 minutes for AI just to create a good plan. So right now we are testing subscriptions, and they are not fully working, but we will be debugging it, fixing it. In parallel, what also is important, as I said, to have those limits, yeah, and we need to have some code structure that will calculate all active students, I don't know, lessons, and all that metrics that we have. By the way, I need to check. Yeah, so like we have students, lesson templates, classroom sessions per month, and AI credits, so, and storage. Yeah, AI credits, I guess that's the most important. Okay, so how we'll do it? Let me get back to many windows. Sorry. So first, I'm enabled plan mode. Right now we are integrating with Stripe subscriptions, and we will have 3 main plans: free, basic, and creator. Each plan having granting different amount of access to different features. For example, it's amount of active students, its amount of AI credits, its amount of storage, amount of classroom sessions per month, and amount of lesson templates. We need to create some service that will calculate those numbers. Maybe we can have tables that will store just simply numeric value for each of stud. And whenever user do some actions, let's make sure that we correctly update this table. So this table will be just like cache. Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically like this. First, okay, I'll just hit enter, I remembered that there is something like effort, but I guess I had to change it earlier. So anyway, it will do good even with by default this high effort. So first, when this plan will be ready, it can ask some questions. Maybe depends on the task. Yeah, if it's a really complex feature, it can ask a bunch of questions. Then we have a really great thing. Let me maybe switch back to browser and I'll show you. It's called gstack. Some examples. So basically gstack, it's like, as I understand it, it has a bunch of prompts inside where you can trigger by different commands. Yeah, and each command can give you like a representation of CEO, yeah, or some developer with huge experience, or designer, or maybe some QA, and so on. So basically, you create some small plan. Then, if it's creative work, you can ask run CEO command on that plan, and it will ask you. It analyzes this plan and allow you to extend it some creative way, yeah, like maybe adding some feature, something that can be useful. It's really popular. So that's an example of commands that can be used. It can review your code, it can test your code. And the thing that it has so many commands inside that you don't need to think about testing, rethinking, analyzing, and so on. So basically, gstack, it's like your virtual team that Claude Code can run, and then you can create really professional app just by yourself, because all you need to do is just to manage it. So let's get back to our code. I need to change hotkeys for switching things. Yeah, here let's return to our issue with webhook. Yeah, so it gives some ideas what could be wrong. Modal account mismatch. I guess it's so. Let's just try one more time. Yeah, and if it doesn't work, then we'll try to log in again to Stripe. So get started with basic. 4242, some random name. Yeah. Another thing we can actually also check for debugging, if we go to Stripe, click developers, webhooks. So we should see here some information about what events were sent and about webhooks. So it seems like you see our local listener is just not added here. So we need to go back to our terminal, stop it with like Ctrl+C, make like Stripe login, I guess. Yeah, I guess, I hope. I mean, anyway, my production still doesn't have anything. So when we open this link, it should, yeah, I need to get a number. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, you see every tool that is used for like every service that is used for programming now has like I don't know, agents maybe, yeah, that you can add to your scope. So so it could know how to work with this service, yeah, like Stripe and so on. I'm just don't get it, like why. Oh, okay, now you can see that we have added destination. Yeah, I've tested it long time ago, to be honest, so maybe that's why we didn't have it. So let's try again. We can get started with basic. We pay. Now let's check. Oh, so good. We received event. That's already good. Issue is that we have 400. It's like bad request code. It means that I guess just something wrong with signing secrets. So here, yeah, you can see API keys, but luckily they are all test accounts, so there shouldn't be an issue, I hope. Do not break my app, please, here, like in that joke. Oh, great, now we see 200, so it means our backend started to correctly handle them. Here our road, that's how it looks. Yeah, so basically in header we get Stripe signature. We verify it here, again using Stripe SDK. And that's where actually happening our work, like handling webhook event. Yeah, so what we do? First is like login, then Yeah, I'm just, again, not sure that that's the best way. It's just because there can be, I don't know, hundreds of types of events coming from webhook, and I guess it's not good to have them all here like this. I mean, again, for now we have simple logic, but for future it can be more complex. So, but let me again check. Yeah, I guess like instead of switch case, it uses just this. Yeah, it checks that if it's an invoice related event, it will be handled by this function. Otherwise, we just don't handle that event. And here what we do, again, when it comes to coding with AI, it's like time when you just read code, you don't do anything yourself. You can ask AI to change it because when you have experience, you can see some anti-patterns. And basically, when I read code, I usually don't have time, to try and fully understand how it works. It's not important. Usually when I review code, I'm looking for something bad. And when I review and I see that there are no bad things here, then I like, okay, then code is fine. Like the question just if it works, then I need manually to go and test and see if it works. Yeah. Good. Now, I guess we need to try again because we handled only like one invoice and not sure if it actually helps us. So meanwhile, let's switch. Sorry. Oh, good. Now we have 500. It means something broke on our server, and what exactly we can see here. Okay, we just say like this. Copy. We give this error to Claude Code. And it will fix it. So meanwhile, let's look what we have here. So we already got some questions. When a teacher exceeds a plan limit, how should the system respond? Hard block, prevent the action, and it can even give you like recommended options here. I guess like hard block is okay for now. One should monthly counters reset to 0. So one subscription billing period is renewed. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's just because for storage I had this limit already in the past. Yeah, I've done it earlier, but now we need like move everything to a single place, table, single service. Yeah, about this one, I'm not sure because okay, actually, I guess I just didn't get the question correctly. So we will use those lookup keys, but like limit itself, they will be hard-coded in code. I guess that we will not change it much at first until we understand how it should be and what those values must be. We can change it, but then once it settled, it will be unchanged. So meanwhile, we have AI really loves tests. I mean, in my life, I for so many years I just worked at startup. We never had time for tests. You know, it was something everyone wanted from our CEOs and product owners, but we just couldn't do it because we had to ship features and fix issues. But AI generate tests, that's great. Okay, so it said that it fixed it. I guess it just instead of trying to expand everything from one request, it just created a few requests in parallel, and I'm fine with it. I mean, it's totally okay. So we do like this and try again. So we still see current plan free. It means something broke again. Let's check again. So we had some issues that subscriptions not found. Not sure what it means. Let's give him. Oh, yeah, so here you can see that plan is implemented with all the details. Again, for us, it's not important yet because plan is not ready. Now I click escape, that I don't want to like do anything with it yet, but plan still saved somewhere in Claude Code temp files, or maybe even not temp. First, I want to change effort to, I can do max. I mean, let's see, maybe it will take more time, but I guess it's worth it. Now about that gstack that I told you. So here we could have about SEO. I don't think it's something creative, basically just limits, and we need to correctly calculate it. For this, you have plan inch review. It means that it's basically like some really clever developer architect will review this plan and will ask you some questions or give you directions about how to make it technically correct and avoid a bunch of issues. Yeah, by the way, for Claude Code, it's also really important to have this file CLAUDE.md. You can see I have a few levels of them. Yeah, like global level, which used for all project, this project only level, and it's basically I'm writing here something for Claude that he is like configuration for Claude about what to do. Yeah, like some core principles about how to work with React and Next.js. Half of them it just ignores sometimes, and that's sad. But again, this file, it usually should be just like an entry point, and we should have different categories. Yeah, like one was working with database, another one it can be like just service architecture and so on. But for now, everything here in one file. That's why it can be not really, yeah, so not really working good. Here, for example, about file storage, I forced him to always use cache headers correctly, so every image, video, especially PDF, when it's really huge, so it's downloaded once, cached, and like forever or as long as it can be cached. Something about ingest, but again, most of those things they can be now used just by adding agents. Internalization, some rules stack about how to use it, but actually I don't know why it's appeared here, because let's remove it. It shouldn't be there. Gstack, it's me who uses it. Yeah, by the way, this is super useful command. When I say deploy, Claude Code commits everything, pushes to develop, opens PR to main. For this, you need to connect to your GitHub account and merge it to trigger deploy. So that's when I worked on weekends. And again, I don't have any customers yet in production, so I can deploy. And sometimes I could even write some prompt with mobile while I'm outside, and then just check production to test what it did. Again, just to test some of assumptions. So I guess this will be more useful. Let's get back. Stuck on your Stripe test customer. Okay, so it says that I need to remove some of subscriptions that are stuck. Okay, so this is our super base that is running locally in Docker. We can see a bunch of things here. And it says I just need to remove all subscriptions. Yeah. By the way, if I refresh, still. Oh, okay. Now it says current plan basic. So it indeed worked, but there was some issues because we had. Let's delete all subscriptions and try again and see if there are error. So we have free plan. Let's say. Okay, so we can see current plan basic already after redirect, which is great. Now if we get back to cursor, let's see if there are any issues. So we see that I mean, everything is green, so that's good. We had error, no such subscription. Again, let's check why. And why we have like 2 of them. Yeah, so something definitely wrong. Okay. Another thing I want to show you that's really great for like for local development and even for production debugging. We see something weird, yeah, like after user subscribed, we see 3 subscriptions. So in Claude Code, we have MCP command that shows you all MCP that you have. So we have prod.db, and it means that when it's connected to prod.db, let's say in read-only, Claude Code can go and fetch some data, then compare it with your code base and find why something happened, why there was a bug, or you want to have some report to see how many users were affected, or anything you want to do with production data. You can just ask Claude, like, go to production database, fetch data, and so on. But it's important that it must be to read-only. So I see it's for me failed right now. I guess I need to reconnect, and it may not work because after some time it just stopped working properly for me. But again, we have Claude Code, and we can say I need to do maybe like this. So can you fix prod.db MCP for me, and also add local DB MCP that will have access to our local database? So let's see what it will do. But then we can, again, using this MCP, we can ask him to investigate why we have 3 subscriptions there. Meanwhile, we already have some answers, questions here. I mean, I understand that it's overscoped. But I mean, for AI, it's still okay, I guess. Again, when you work with Claude, it's hard to, to keep one feature only per pull request, and to be honest, when you work alone, it's just not worth it, because it's easier to just to get the job done, and that's all, no matter how many pull requests and if there are changes, because usually I work in few terminals, so just to do things quicker. Only thing I don't like about this plan that it will ask you like 1 or 2 questions each few minutes, so it can't get all the questions, and I mean, I guess it's because of your answers, other questions depends on your answers. So credit rate fix, how we need to fix it. I mean, if you use charge actual on completion, it means the user can just open few tabs, and until first generation is done, he can start a bunch of them, and then it will be a mess. So I guess this one is okay first. I guess we can select this. Price and plan limits config. So yeah, we have a folder config where we have all those static sets like limits and so on. So I guess it makes sense to move it to configuration. So what I really like about Claude Code is that it tries to think about basically everything. Another funny thing that even though it says you everything and says how it must be, but when it does it itself, it just does all those errors. Let's check what we have as our MCP. There is a chance that I may need to restart Claude Code. Okay, it didn't work. So we can use command resume to return back to conversation that we had. I guess that's this one. And we can tell him I still don't see local MCP that connects to my database, and ProdDB still fails when I click reconnect. Please fix it. So I was just checking live stream. It seems working. Again, 0 viewers for now, but at least it's working. At least it's going on. So we were reviewing a Claude file. Let's remove it for now. I mean, close. Yeah, so here you can see Claude skills, like Stripe best practices. I guess it's something Claude Code can use when working with Stripe. Also, another nice thing is that AI generates a bunch of documents about some features, how it works, and yeah. And you can have kind of documentation. Let me show you. So first, yeah, here like docs, yeah. First, you can have roadmap. I guess it's roadmap because I had a lot of them. That's something actually can be removed, I guess. So basically, each feature has its own file which explains how it works, and whenever Claude Code changes anything in that feature, it goes back to docs and updates it to be always actual. So that's perfect. Like mostly those MD files, docs, they're used by AI because sometimes it's easier for AI just to read here how it works, yeah, and not to do full project review, yeah. By the way, it created Stripe subscription doc with a bunch of things. Here, here I love. Lately, Claude added one new good mode. It's called auto mode, which automatically decides about permissions and it helps you to move quicker. But sometimes this mode is just... Oh, okay, now I have it. It just sometimes when I click Shift Tab to switch modes, there is just no this auto mode. Yeah, and make it by default. Great. Okay, so next thing about GStack here, yeah, we can see outside voice. So after it finishes its work and planning, it gives you idea like let's I don't know, use different agent that will start from scratch, reviewing the plan and see if something is missed. Sometimes if you add other API keys for AI's different models, it can, not models, providers, it can use even them. So we can ask why not. What I found out that sometimes it's better to spend, I don't know, 30 minutes, 1 hour on planning feature, and then just when everything is planned, you just hit implement the plan, and you go, I don't know, to eat or to drink coffee or to just walk for 10-20 minutes, and you get back. Then it's better than, when you quickly did something and then you need to redo and redo. Okay, so I guess it should already added to our MCP local database. It checked that it connected, so I guess we can use it now. Let's check MCP. Wait. I guess I need to restart Claude. Yeah, that's what it says me. So you write code again, Claude and MCP. Why? I'm not seeing it. When I use command MCP, I still don't see local DB. Are you sure you added it to this project? And DB inside this project also doesn't work. It's failed. It doesn't connect. Yeah, so meanwhile, sometimes I just like to see about what AI is thinking about and how it's thinking, especially when it's planning something, it helps you to go over this project. But to be honest, on my personal project, I can't spend much time on it, so that's why I usually skip bunch of things. But on our work, on main work, we're heavily using Claude Code. Basically we use it for everything, and there it's really important to review every line, every output, to test everything, but still it helps us to deliver features quicker. Okay, so meanwhile, I guess we can create other products for other, so 6 months and annual. Let's go to our products. So we need to add pricing. Every 3 months. And this price is 19 yen. Again, we will review all prices. Not sure if we can edit them when we already have. No, we can't remove this price and create. Anyway, we'll just duplicate it then. So 6 months. Anyway, maybe we can look here. What do you say? 32 and 42. Okay, 32. Oops. So on the field 6 months. And 42 for annual. Nice. By the way, let's get back to our plan. So yeah, you can see that it shows. I guess there was just some issues with like idempotency keys that like that basic stuff that AI knows really well, but still it makes those issues. So okay, it shows link to Stripe invoice, which is good. We can allow to download it. I mean invoice and receipt. I also downloaded something, and this is invoice, but that's a little bit confusing because just download something like when you don't understand what you're downloading, that's bad. So we'll remove that. But again, those UI tweaks, we'll change them later. For now, we need to make sure that logic is working bulletproof. So get back to cursor. Okay, let's delete it. It says that it's some file that is not used and that it created file in a different place. So let's see how it works. Here, okay, so we already have some plan and some things. Again, we still not read it. Why? Because we have another thing called Visual Explainer, which is really great because it will create a HTML version for that plan that we have right now in context. And then we will review, and it will be easier for us to understand what's going on. So like one more step, and we can see that plan. So let's Claude MCP. Wow, now it's working. Local DB, great. Okay, I just want to get back to Stripe subscriptions context. just to be in the context. And I guess our logs were already maybe lost, or maybe no. Let's try to find it. We had error with duplicate active, okay, absurd, no such subscription. So basically I will copy him because to fix something, it's really important to give Claude Code a good context of of what's going on. So first I will give him output what we saw in logs. Then I will tell him like user bought subscription basic monthly, and our webhook during handling event created 3 subscription in general. 2 were cancelled, 1 active. Expected result is to have 1 active subscription which is correct and fully represent what user bought and what user paid for. And additionally, what I also like to do, it's like, let's go here. It's to also show him like a screenshot of what we are talking about. So insert it like this. So I've added it. Use local DB MCP to fetch data related to this user and subscription and try to understand what's happened. Give us a report and fix this. So like in the end, again, not sure if it fixes it or no, because it just like feels like a gambling, you know. You ask AI to do something, you ask to redo something, and then after long hours, it may work. Or it may not work, you get so tired and you just move it to the next day. So we still, yeah. The only negative thing about this visual explainer is that unfortunately it takes some time. Yeah, so it's already 3 minutes and it's still generating. Oh, I had a question. Can you use Claude to install Arc? To be honest, not sure. I guess, yeah. I mean, what do you mean by Arc? So it's Arc Linux. Not sure if I can use it. You can try it, to be honest, because just for my Ubuntu, I can install any package, any extension. I can ask him to configure something related with devices. So everything that inside OS I can do. But with Arc, to be honest, I've never worked with it. I even don't have idea how it looks. That's why I just can't say for sure. So yeah, and unfortunately I don't know how to move chats so they would be always visible. It's really nice to have like your first question. Unfortunately I can't answer it well, but anyway. So I see that our visual explainer generated us file. Let me show you it. So it's here. Let's review. What's interesting here? So basically it's like a short review of something that will be implemented. Let's maybe make it bigger. So we can see metrics. It found out from our docs. It tried to render some diagram, yeah. So basically, yeah, we will have some action colors, and we either increment to decrement something, but here we see if limit is reached or no. If limit is reached, we just do nothing. If no, that we just update it. So anyway, raise scenarios, that's usually where this breaks. I remember I was making a similar service for calculating usages, but there it was like uploading video, and it was inside of organization, so it means there are many people who uploaded videos quite often, and we had to calculate minutes and amounts, and that was a disaster to sync it to make it work. Yeah, so teacher starts generation. By the way, when I showed you a review of current project, we didn't have there yet, like on production, AI generation lesson, but some time ago I like invested a lot of time to have this form where teachers can select what they want to generate, and I wanted to understand and test, experiment, will it work or no. So I'll show it maybe on the next stream, or you can find it on YouTube if you want just shorter version of this video without all those water. Yeah. So we have I don't know, transaction logs. Ingest is because it takes time to generate all them, and then we just update estimated value with actual. So I mean, I guess that's fine. So as you can see, this visual explainer, it's a good tool. When you have time and you really want to do a good job, you can sit and try to understand what's going on. You can ask AI to regenerate some part of this if it doesn't make sense, or explain better if you don't understand it. Because to be honest, AI is so smarter than me, and mostly I don't understand what it's trying to tell me. And I ask him, okay, explain me in a different way, explain me, give me examples, and how it affects something, or what it affects. Yeah, so about like file changes, I don't care, to be honest. So that's basically hook. So that's kind of places and actions after which we can increment or decrement our usage. Yes, so when a teacher adds students, yeah, like by the create, we increment active student. When update, it's like teachers can archive students, so they no longer counted as active. So we reduce, that's correct. For templates, it means lesson templates. We can create, duplicate lesson, delete part, so it seems correct. Start classroom session also seems correct. We can only increment this, so it's right. AI credit, so start reserve, correct. Then on fail, we just kind of refund, yeah. If completed successfully, we just use correct amount instead of estimated. So seems good. Here we even have some kind of migration. But again, it's so good when you don't have customers in terms of migration, because you don't need migration. You can just kill the whole database and restart if needed. So for us, migration is not an issue. Storage presign. Yeah, and this accepted risk is something that we need to actually carefully read. Okay, so that was good to review, but now we need to get back to work. Wait, sorry, we got distracted. So here, basically, this plan is ready. It will be waiting for execution, I guess, because when something is so it's really close to this. Oh, actually, no, we can run it. Yes, run it automod, because it will be actually a separate service. It will not try to change the same files that we have here in subscriptions. So I guess it's okay. And even if there will be a few files, it's still fine. Good. Now let's see what is status. By the way, let me scroll from the start. I really like when it can sometimes explain its ways of thoughts. Let me where I started it. So it's already fixed something. Yeah, that's where we asked it, and now it says that it will use local DB and MCP. So to read DB state, it has full story now. Actually, you can even add Stripe MCP. So it means that Claude Code can look at our local database and see subscription ID. But in our database, we don't store a lot of information about subscription. So Claude Code can use this Stripe MCP to go to Stripe server and ask details about this subscription. And based on that, like find what can help him to fix this. The same we have Sentry MCP. Sentry, it's like what we use for errors. Like when error happen, we need to log it somewhere. And Sentry is like one of the best there. When I tested, I just asked, can you go and test all active issues in Sentry? But again, we don't have money just because no one uses our product yet. With real production, we have thousands of errors there, so that will take a while. So report, what actually happened? Not sure I agree with him here, because we already handled those events anyway. Okay, so I guess this one makes sense to have guard, payment history, status mapper. Not sure what is it. Okay, it added payment statuses with different languages. So we have payment succeeded, added new event handler. It updated some tests to cover that bug so it won't happen. But let me fix, correct it. Okay, let's ask him. Do we have some idempotency key to make sure that if few events from Stripe, the same or different, will come and we handle that correctly? Also, have you fixed manually issues that we had in database? And meanwhile, I'm curious about what I was telling you. It's Stripe MCP. No, something like this. Actually, we can use here like a new chat. Because this would help us to monitor like subscriptions later. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Installing cursor. Okay, so you see each MCP, it has like tools that Claude Code can use. For example, get information about account, about balance, about customer, invoice, payment link. Basically, we can ask Claude Code. For example, we created a subscription, paid for it. Our server somehow handled it. Again, AI is like a black box. We don't know how it did it. But if we ask Claude Code to go to Stripe, see what user paid, what user bought there, and compare what we have on our side, on our database, it can map and tell us if there are errors, if we did some mistake, if there are some mismatches, some duplicates, some missing maybe records. So yeah, that's why I want to add it. It says I can do just this. Okay, let's copy it and oops, and open new terminal just to file modified. Yeah, but you can see I teach here. It's because initially I wanted to call it like I teach, but iteach.com domain was already sold someone else. That's why I had to stick with Teach You Easy, but I've never renamed some of projects and connected services anyway. So usually when we install MCP, we need somehow to kind of log in, give some authentication. So this MCP could know which account to use and to give get permission. So let me quickly authorize it. I want to do it for test mode. So you can see this window. We can have live account, test mode. I mean, I need this for live too. But for now, let's do with test mode. So with test mode, we can write, read. It doesn't matter, actually. It's all good. Yeah, by the way, if we can have subscription right and products right, I cannot create manually those products. I can tell my Claude Code, can you please create those products? Let's, by the way, test it. If it will create. For example, we manually created those basic products. And now let's ask him to create what we had, creator plan with all related products. So authentication successful, connected to Stripe. Okay. If we MCP, yep. In our system, we have two paid plans. It's basic and creator. I've manually created in Stripe account in test mode product for basic. Can you create all needed products for creator, including prices with all descriptions and lookup case for me? So let's see if it will do this. About MCP, how it works, usually when you say what to do for them, they decide itself like what tools they need to use. I didn't told him to use Stripe, but it must understand that it needs a Stripe and what tools inside Stripe MCP to use. So here we got some answer. Yeah, so it says the DB is fixed. Now full idempotency audit. So we have idempotency key for customer creation. So just to avoid creating two customers, session creation. So we have Stripe event ID, unique, okay. Okay, so it mostly uses unique, but I don't really like it. I mean, it's good to have unique because it doesn't allow us to create record in database if one with this value in this field already exists. But if we attempt to do this, we will see error, and this error can propagate, and maybe even user can see some error which can create confusion. So it's better just not to call. So like a last defense, it's okay, but it shouldn't be first, that's for sure. I see that you added unique for different fields in database, but it's important for us not to try to create some record if it's already there, to avoid errors of duplication. Can you check if we have those conditions to avoid creating duplicated records? So as you can see, this guy, like terminal, is keeping this doing a bunch of those limitations in, so we didn't touch it. Oh, and here it said that it created creator monthly 3 months. I mean, it looks good here. Let's verify that it's indeed created in Stripe. Oops, sorry, wrong hotkey. Yeah, so you can see creator was added, like new product with all related prices, description. So you can agree that it's really useful to just, even with this small task, it's really useful. And another thing, you see, just Claude Code sometimes don't have access for something, yeah, and it gives you tasks, like you need to go to dashboard, do that and that, and it's a moment when you sometimes can spend a lot of time trying to understand what this AI wants from you, because you don't understand what it done, yeah, and what's not working. You just see results that something doesn't work, and having more related MCPs gives Claude Code more permissions to do something. But again, for real products, we must understand what's going on behind. Otherwise, we can create some monster, and yeah. So we can see some errors. That's, I guess, because I need to apply migration for database. If we open here, yeah, you can see errors mostly cannot read. Okay, let's just try to restart it. If it will not happen, then we need to run migration for database to apply new schema, but I guess it shouldn't change schema. Okay, so now it works. That was just some bug with our local server. So what I can do in manage billing, and why it's taking so long. Yeah, I guess it's because we restarted server, now it needs to build pages. No, not like that. It just redirects us. Okay, so let's cancel all subscriptions that we had. Try to create a new one, maybe even creator. No thanks. So I can't cancel it immediately. Okay, but I can do it from Stripe. So first we will see if our backend responds well to this cancellation event, because we scheduled cancel of subscription in the end of billing cycle on Stripe side. Yeah. Now when we get back to our app, we should see we should see that subscription will be cancelled or something like this, but we don't see it. Okay, it means that we have another issue. Yeah, basically it seems that we didn't have any events even customer subscription updated, but okay, this event we had it. So let's say on user page related to subscriptions, I clicked manage subscriptions and I was redirected to Stripe page where I canceled all my active subscriptions. So they are scheduled to be canceled in the end of billing cycle. When I return back to my application, I still see my subscriptions as active. Can you check why our database was not updating? Why we don't show that this membership is still that it's still active? Is it a bug or we just missed this logic? Yeah, so here actually we can close it. Usually I have windows like this. By the way, here we can rename it to have like Stripe, and you can call it like server. And if I mean, in the past I also renamed Claude Code with name of feature that I'm working with, but then after some time they added this nice label that gives you like name of this context or something like this. Okay. So meanwhile, I guess I'll just go to let's go to Stripe. I will show you, maybe you know. So in Stripe, right now we have one customer that bought membership. You can see all those 3 membership. That's what I said that we were missing. Yeah, Stripe says that it will be cancelled on May 19th. That's what we need to show on our site, on our app. And I wanted actually to cancel now, like immediately. It's just because these subscriptions prevent us from testing a new payment. So we just need to test from scratch and see if we miss something. Let's check. Oh, okay. At least when subscription is cancelled immediately from Stripe, at least this thing we show correctly, yeah? I don't know, I need to search for OBS settings. Maybe there is a plugin or extension that will automatically switch scene when I switch tabs, because I mean it just takes focus. You need to find those hotkeys to switch scene, and usually when I develop just myself, not during stream, I switch back and forth a lot of time, and yeah, so that's really uncomfortable for now. Okay, I wanted to check events that we... Okay, so we got event customer subscription deleted. Okay, it's... okay, we have it. But do we have it for updated? I guess no. At least it didn't work. So let's review what it started to do. So cancelled. Okay, I guess we were just missing field, but no, wait, it was there. No, cancelled. It's about when it was actually cancelled, and this it will be like I would call it schedule it, cancel in date or something like this. But anyway. Okay, so okay, accidentally interrupted when you click escape. So just let's say continue. So it could continue. So I guess for now, when we finish with this cancellation, we can review whole subscription flow, like buying, canceling, maybe even updating. Yeah, what if I want to upgrade to a new plan or downgrade? We need to handle it correctly and all that thing. So we will finish it on this stream. Then I'll have like small break. And then I guess I'll start a new stream where we will review results of this service that will be calculating active students and so on. And I guess maybe I'll show you our AI lesson generation, at least from UI flow, because from backend, even for me, it's still a little bit confusing. I mean, I kind of understand how it works. Yeah, but the plan usage is already added. Yeah. Another issue, to be honest, when you have two terminals with active Claude Code that are actually changing files, and you have your server locally that is restarted every time on this change, it means that if you do like do something here on UI, it like some function can be just stopped, yeah, and if it's some background job, just because server restarted, it can create some data corruptancy, yeah. So maybe even our webhook for cancellation, maybe it worked well. Maybe it just at that moment server restarted and lost some context, and that's why we had this. So that's why it's better not to do testing while some Claude Code doing changes. Or another option possible, that's what I'm doing on my work. You have two fully separate folders where you have two projects running independently. So each project has its own Docker with database, with Supabase, with Stripe, ingest, everything fully separate. And then like basically even website will be different. So it will be localhost 3001, for example. And then you can develop like two, let's say, big features independently. But usually I develop one big feature, something complex, yeah, in one window, and on the second window I do some small bugs, AI adjustments. It's because not to waste time until I waiting for that first window, with long tasks. I can do a bunch of small tasks. It's like my golden rule. Let me just check, maybe it's already finished. I guess it's finished. So we go to plan. Great, we can see plans. Let's try creator for now. We redirect it to Stripe. We pay. Great. We redirect it back. We still see free, which is fine, because maybe our webhook still couldn't handle it. Oh, it just failed. I guess it just failed. Okay, let's check the error. Yeah. 500, so it means something happened on the server. Unknown argument. So I'm using Prisma for database, and that's why every time when I change, I'm not sure if you know what is Prisma, but it's so you basically have one file called schema.prisma where you define each modal, each field, what type it is. It's kind of similar to JavaScript. I don't know why, but it's really super easy and comfortable when you install extension for VS Code or Cursor. For this Prisma, you can click Control and click on some name of a model, and you will be quickly navigated here. So it's really great. But to apply changes that we made in the schema, we need to stop our server. And if we go to package.json, I have command where it is. This one, Prisma push, which takes inv key and just pushes changes to our PostgreSQL. So I just say Prisma push. Our database is in sync with Prisma schema. Okay, we restart server. Now, actually, instead of so the thing with Stripe that we couldn't manage event that Stripe sent us, and we responded to Stripe with 500. It means that after some time, Stripe will resend event again, like retry. So we could try again. That's good from one side because some errors can be automatically fixed, but it's bad from another side because we can't rely on order of events that Stripe sent us, and it can mess up everything. That's why handlers, those functions that do something when Stripe sends us event, we need to make sure they work for any order. So basically, when I refresh the page, we don't see changes. Another good option we can have, we can manually resend event. So let's just manually do this. Let's say in Stripe, but again, each entity like subscription, payment intent, charge, all them, they have its own events. When we click developer and I guess webhooks, events tab. Yeah, okay. We should have here somewhere information about fail webhooks and ability to resend them. Yeah, Stripe just updated like UI, I guess, a few months ago, and I still can get used to it. 10 events received, so we can send test events, okay, but oh, here, yeah, that's the interface. You can see customer subscription event, it was failed. Yeah, we can see payload that was sent, and we can see error response, what we respond. Yeah, so handler error. What question? How to resend it? Maybe if I no, that's copy ID. Overview. Okay, I have no idea how to view failed deliveries. I mean, here somewhere in this. Oh, sorry, I'm still showing you cursor. So here we had button, I guess, in the past. Anyway, we can just do a new test. It's quick. So we click upgrade, select creator, have some information saved, and let's see. Okay, we now have correct plan. Yeah, like that's definitely need some AI UI improvements. But anyway, we can see limits already. Now if I click manage billing, we had bug with that, yeah. And let's say I want to click cancel subscription. No thanks. Return. But to be honest, I guess maybe those buttons like to cancel and so on, maybe we can do it directly here, because I mean, when we redirect to Stripe, browser need to load all Stripe resources, like, I mean, images, fonts, and all that. Then we return back, and we already have something in cache, but still, I guess it's just not needed. We can do it directly here, like just basically two buttons, cancel and okay, this upgrade we need proration if it's upgrade now and so on, so that's not so simple. So we can change here payment method, which means we also need to do on our side, so I guess it's okay to keep it here. Invoice history, cancels. Okay, let's go back and see why we still don't show this information. Let's restart Claude. I'm just curious, when I resume conversations that I had and I select MCP, will I have access to Stripe? Yeah, I have. So let's let's tell him that I have user with this email on my local DB, and I had active subscription. After user clicked on button manage billing, and then on Stripe side user clicked cancel subscription. On our side we still don't show that this subscription will be cancelled. Can you fetch, I don't know, everything needed for you, Stripe, local DB, and make sure that we correctly show everything? Yeah. So meanwhile, we can start making changes, like small changes in UI. First is like I really don't like dates and the way they are shown. Let's say I don't like this date format. Can you make sure we always use this format, like 19th April across. Okay, let's not say across the whole app, let's say across the whole subscription feature, and add this as rule to a CLAUDE.md. So like basically what I expect from this prompt, that it will fix format of all dates for subscriptions, and yeah, in Claude. So why we need rule in Claude? So that I don't need to ask it to fix it on each feature, yeah. But there is a chance that it will add a rule related just to subscriptions, so I need to review that too. Okay. I'm curious, why on YouTube stream I don't see like any switches to different scenes. I mean, on YouTube I always have only my web camera. Anyway, it's already in progress, so I'll review it later. Yep. Let's get back to work. Okay, so we see that. Okay, it's still in progress, but we can see now it's better to read. So then what next thing I would do, it's so yeah, uncomfortable. So I want to use screenshot to select subscription history, yeah, and let's just say insert it in terminal. Let's say in this table, let's combine columns price and period to be price/period. Move status column to be in the end. Make all header text to be normal case, no uppercase. apply the same for payment history. In payment history, we have two links, one which leads to Stripe and one to download. So let's just keep one that leads to Stripe. Remove the download. Yeah, and I guess that's all for now. Okay. Okay, now Claude Code says us that if we do this again, if we manage billing and cancel subscription, it will work. So maybe it's funny, but to be honest, in the past, even now, not even in the past, when Claude Code doesn't do something or there is some issues and it says like everything working and you test and it doesn't work, I remember myself like every time on job when I tested everything that it should work, we deploy to staging and something breaks or it doesn't work and you start debugging and understanding that you just missed something silly. Okay, but there are no actually any changes. So manage billing, we renew subscription. We need to cancel it again. So cancel and return to teach easy. Still nothing. Still nothing there. Okay. Let's go back to Stripe to cancel customer subscription. Cancel now immediately. By the way, there are still refunds and they also need to be correctly shown here, so that's another thing to check. And I really don't like this yellow color here, it's terrible. But that's from a theme, so I guess it will be just separate update later. Okay, now it looks a little bit better. Storage, why it says 0? I guess it's because I said that we don't need migration. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's try maybe 6 months. Try with basic. And then we'll try to cancel or maybe upgrade. I can select it like this. Yeah, to be honest, 3 minutes really hard. You just because you talk so much, you forget about everything, and then your head just becomes so big. I need to get used to it. So I guess future streams will be more interesting for you, and you will not hear all those weird like stops and all that. Yep. So what we have here, active every 6 months, good. It's still not ended. Good. Manage billing. Cancel subscription. Cancel. Go back. I need it to. And it still doesn't work. I just don't understand it. Okay, let's get back. Oops. So first, here is our AI scenes. When user clicks manage billing on subscription page and then he clicks return back to teach you easy, we need to redirect him to the same subscription page, not to profile page like it's now. So that's something that really bothers me. And here, I canceled all active subscription for my user, and I bought new subscription like for 6 months period. Then I canceled it using manage billing button that redirects us to Stripe. But when I return back to our subscription page, I still see that status is active. There is no any information that this subscription will be canceled. Also, let's add a button below subscription name to cancel subscription. Add a note that it will be cancelled in the end of billing cycle and specify a date on which it will be cancelled. Also, if subscription is already scheduled to be cancelled, have a button to stop canceling. I don't know which name is good. Use most common name for those situations that make sense. Yeah. Okay, so YouTube stream works fine. I just forgot to click on button live, so it could move watch in progress to be on the correct place. Okay. So correct status. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's indeed, but so we have resets. Okay, cancels. Maybe there was this text here, but I'm not sure if it was here like before. But still, it's a bad UX. We need to say that somehow highlight that it will be cancelled, maybe with the warning side. Yep, it would be better. Yeah, here you can see in local we already updated a bunch of pages. Just want to show you. You can scroll. Yeah, we need to make this column on the left this time to be fixed. But now we use green, emerald, instead of just black as our main color. Yeah, so like folders a little bit changed, and library. Yeah, yellow here is definitely a bad color. So changed. Okay, this is fixed. Oh, let me show you. Here it's already beta. Like you can see schedule it to cancel and you can resume subscription. But then this one needs to be removed because then it just duplicating. Let's make screenshot of this cancelled button and ask AI, I guess here. I really don't like this yellow color for cancelled button. This color is configured in our theme, and to be honest, I don't know any place in our application where this color can be used. What suggestions can you make to use different color for this yellow? I mean, I would go with some grayish color. Let's see what it will get. Yeah, so added some translations. Yep. Yeah, by the way, during review, I didn't show you our translation, but it's actually really, I guess, maybe simple feature, but still really good. I still don't like UI about how it looks, so let's ask him to change it. Let's make font smaller for warning message about cancellation. Also, let's put this message inside banner, basically yellow background with darker yellow border at warning side, and make button resume to be inside this banner, and above remove text about cancels on this date, because now it's just duplicated. Yeah, let's see. Can you generate me example page with all possible colors that you are suggesting me, and some static components where those colors will be used? Use existing components from our system so I could visually see how it looks and decide. So that's actually another great thing we can do with Claude Code. It's to ask different mockups. Let me show you example while it's generating. This JStack actually has even like tool for consulting with designer or something like this. It's even called this operation like consult with designer. So for example, after that tool, I got this HTML file. It also creates MD file with directions for Claude for the future, but let me show you. What it generated to me. But again, I ran it in the past, long time ago, so yeah. So that's what it generated for me. Basically, it created some fonts with example how it looks, how this font will look on different languages. It showed me buttons which we can use, badges, color palette. So that's basically the secondary Ember which I but don't know where to use. Also, it gets some ideas about refactoring dashboard. So it's just static HTML, but you can click and see some ideas. You may like something and keep working with it. So like lesson structures, folder structure, like new library, but I don't really like that. New students also don't like this one. Basically it's the same what we have already. The same what we have. Calendar, I'm not sure that is better. Classroom, like don't see anything good here. This chat really looks great. That's what I want to update our current existing one with this one. So this green and those bottom border really nice. And this badge, it's definitely better than the red ones that we have now. This one homework discussions also is not bad. Not sure about icons, but and this border weird, but still need to think about that. Dictionary words looks weird, don't like them. Exercises really look great. On current production version, we don't have yet exercises. It's just on my local machine. Again, I will discuss it in one of streams because there's so much going on there. It's a landing page, not important now. Profile, maybe, but no, I guess no. Yeah, it component library. So like about grid button, it looks nice. Lesson cover nice, but all the actually you see here this alert. That's what I want to look like this thing. So I basically can say him. So he could go to this page. Let's do this. On this page, we have alerts section. Please use the one which is yellow with warner for our subscription cancellation logic. So once it uses it, it should be better. Yeah, I mean, even this yellow yellow dot looks nice actually in this black. Anyway. Meanwhile, I remember that we were asking him to generate this file. I just need to okay, it created the whole page inside application, I guess. Let's try to see if I write color please. I guess I misspelled color preview. Okay, so I mean this just white with a border looks nice, but this one I guess even better. So when you have like all those options available on the screen right now, yeah, I guess it's easier to select. We have payment overdue. That's actually also another thing to test. So options repaint secondary globally to stone. I guess that's the best option because This yellow looks bad on all places. So you can say him just like this. If you want option 3. Again, not sure if you're using Claude Code, if you believe in AI or no. To be honest, I was so conservative and I didn't believe that AI can write code and do it better than me. But on our job, there was like basically a choice. Either you adapt or you lose your job. And I had to adapt. And now I can say that my life is much better because, you know, even though AI do a lot of features in job, business and pressure still pushes you. So like, I mean, in the past, if I could do one feature 1 week, now I can do one feature 2 days, but it doesn't mean that other 5 days I will be chilling. So it means then I will be doing features quicker, faster, and the things that even though AI does it, you still need to resync everything, you need to retest everything, and all that in your head. And it feels like you just start working on higher race, you know, like higher frequency. And that's why in the end of the day, you don't feel like it's that it is better. Okay, color palette removed, preview good, return back. So it updated those cancel fields, this resume subscription. I mean, I guess it's okay for now. Let me, show you screen. Okay, if I click resume subscription, could not resume, of course. What we can also do, we can make actually a screenshot of some request that was made here and put it to Claude Code and maybe do some UI screenshot and tell him that resume subscription button doesn't work. See images for more details. Okay, so we'll run it to check. Great. I guess, yeah, we will fix that and then we'll take a break. And that I'll think more about what we need to do right now for this feature, because again, to be honest, just because we don't have much time, it's just MVP. Yeah, it shouldn't work fully perfectly. I mean, we don't even have any customer yet, so that's why for now we have everything needed. So people can buy subscriptions, they can cancel it, they can get invoice, receipt, basic stuff. On the next stream we will go to this plan usage. Okay. Yeah, I guess once we have some real customers, then I'll stick close to them to have like some conversations, asking feedbacks. Also, we need to find a way how they can quickly show us if they get any bugs or like this. Also, we need to have a great login system so we could see ourselves like proactively if something happens, because not all customers want to check it. And then we'll just focus on improving what we have. So now I guess it's okay to to have it working just somehow. Yeah, I mean, if teachers will watch my stream or some videos and hear this, they probably won't be happy to be my customers, but that's how it works. I mean, on every startup, even not startup, on every project, that's what I see. People in a hurry try and just to make it look that it works, and then sell it as fast as possible. And then during this process, they try to fix something. If fixing something in Codebase takes a lot of time, people just go manually to database or Stripe dashboard, and they do all those fixes manually, so customers won't see anything weird. And that's so from people who doesn't know that's how it works. I mean, no matter how big and huge company is, all people that I work with, I just hear the same stories, that it works just somehow. No one knows how it works. Yeah. Okay, so it says us that it's done. Let's make our last review test for this stream. Okay, now it wait, why it changed styles? I mean, I allow no, it's because it's not cancelled yet. Okay, so your plan was to active, you won't be charged. No, wait, what is going on? Message and cancel subscription. Yeah, okay, it's really weird. Resume subscription. You play. Okay, we need to check Stripe at this moment. So to understand, because it says you won't be charged again after that. So it's basically state when subscription is cancelled, but here it's active. So that's the wrong state. Let's send screenshot to AI. Let's remove the text on the left of cancel subscription and move cancel subscription to be aligned to the left. I guess that's the quickest fix. But at least there are no errors. I mean, if I click this cancel subscription, at least let's check in Stripe. Yeah, it should be cancels on October 19. Okay, great. Resume subscription. Another thing we need to do with cancel subscription, not to show this scary pop-up, but to make custom pop-up. See image right now when user clicks button to cancel subscription, as confirmation we use default model. Instead, let's use a nice, beautiful custom model that will explain user what will happen, basically saying that his subscription will end on that date and he won't be charged on that date and after, and that his benefits will be still active until that date. So I guess that should be I again forgot to switch to cursor. So let's get back. I guess on library, yeah, now we have this normal bar, which is grayish on all icons. Got, yeah. I mean, we have mobile, yeah, like version, but it's not perfect. It's not working great on every page. By the way, on mobile page there is no way to go to subscriptions. That also bugs that we'll have to fix later. So cancel subscription. No, it's still not ready. Yeah. So on such moments when we have to wait until AI is done with the job, it would be nice to read comments, like your questions maybe in chat, but just because there are no yet any viewers, so no questions, that's why I'm just sitting without knowing what to say, what to do. I mean, I have so many things I would like, to tell you about some tools, about experience. It's just the problem I don't know. Like each of you will is having. Each of you have. Sorry, I have a phone call. Sorry. So each of you have different experience, and for someone, since that I can tell my sound stupidly simple, for someone else it can be not understandable, really complex. Yeah. So my task for next stream is to find a way how to automatically switch screens, so not to create those pauses, and find a way how to have chat from all streams to be visible, so I could always respond to your questions directly and right away. Oh, so now we have really nice window, cancel subscription. You can see those things, keep my plan or yes, cancel, and resume. So that's nice. I guess, oh, why do you have two scrolls here? Yeah. Anyway, I'll fix it behind the scene. For now, I guess that's all. I said that like we had only one viewer, and just in general, if you got here to this moment, thank you for watching. Thank you like for I don't know, giving some interest to this topic. I'll try. I will be better, show you something more interesting things in the future. Next streams, you can, I don't know, like if you're watching it on YouTube, or subscribe if you're curious about this product. We can chat in comments because there are no people on streams. At least you can ask questions on comments, and I'll be happy to share, discuss. So like my goal is to start building a community around this product, and there are two possible types of people, I guess, or maybe even three. First one, it's developers who are just curious about how it works. Second type of people, it's teachers itself, maybe, but for them it's mostly to review products, definitely not the how we do it. And third, it's for people who just want to understand what is development. Yes, maybe just people who just with curiosity want to feel maybe they're thinking about changing career and so on. Yeah, so it's great in development, software development. With AI, it's even better right now. yeah, so see you next time. Thank you and bye.